Hello, what do you think about me telling you a wonderful and interesting story? But before that, please subscribe to the channel. To receive all the new stories, well, let's go. It was 12 o'clock at night when she heard a knock on her apartment door. She looked into the magic eye and saw a strange man wearing a black coat and hat. She did not recognize him, and did not expect any visitor at this time of night. I felt anxious and curious at the same time. Who is this man? What does he want from her? She opened the door slightly and asked, in a trembling voice, "Yes, who are you?" The man answered in a calm and frightening voice, "I am an old friend of your father. I came to tell you something very important." "May I come in? Your father?" I wondered. Her father had died 10 years ago in a tragic car accident. She didn't know anything about his life before that. He was a secretive and introverted man. He left her no will, no letter, or anything explaining his past or her future. She lived alone in this small apartment, working as an accountant in a medium-sized company. Her life was not exciting or happy, but it was calm and safe. Until now. "What are you saying?" she said sharply. "I don't know you, and I don't know what you want. Go away, or I'll call the police." The man laughed sarcastically and said, "Do not be afraid, I do not want to harm you. Rather, I want to save you. Your father was a great man, but he was in constant danger. He worked in a very dangerous field, and he had many enemies. One of them was the one who killed him, and now he is searching. About you. He has something that belonged to your father, and he wants to take it. It's something very valuable, and very dangerous. It's..." At this moment, they heard a gunshot, and the man fell to the ground, covered in blood. I walked out the door and looked at the street. She saw a black car speeding away. In her right hand, she found a white envelope. She opened it and saw a piece of paper on which was written in bold letters, "The key to the truth." I looked at the paper with astonishment and fear. What is the key to the truth? What is his relationship with her father? Who is the enemy who wants to kill her? She didn't have time to think when she heard the bell ring again. I ran to the door and looked out the magic eye. She saw 2 men wearing police uniforms. They were carrying ID cards and guns. One of them said loudly, "We are the police. Open the door. We have a search warrant. There is a body in the street, and we suspect you are involved in it." She didn't believe what they said. I felt that they were liars, that they were working for the enemy who killed the strange man. Maybe they were the ones who shot him. She did not trust the police, as she had heard stories about their corruption and involvement in various crimes. She decided to run away from the apartment and look for a safe place. Maybe there was someone who could help her, or something that could protect her. She took the envelope and paper and put them in her bag. Then she took her phone, keys, and wallet. She looked at the window and saw that it was slightly open. The apartment was on the 3rd floor, and there was no safety net. But she was willing to risk it, she had no other choice. I jumped out the window and tried to land on a nearby tree. She succeeded, but injured her hand. She didn't care, and quickly got down from the tree. I ran into the street and looked for a taxi. I found one, and installed it. She told the driver, "Take me to the airport, quickly." The driver looked at her in amazement, but did not ask her why she was in such a hurry. "Start the car engine and drive off quickly." On their way to the airport, they heard news on the radio. The broadcaster said, "The body of an unidentified man was found on Hassan II Avenue, near a residential apartment. The police are investigating the incident, and are looking for a woman named Fatima El-Zahra, who they suspect of being involved in the crime. If you have any information about this woman, please call the following number." She didn't listen to the rest of the news. She was terrified and shocked. How did they know her name? How did they get to her apartment? Was there an informant among her neighbors? Or maybe there was a surveillance camera in the street? She didn't know, and she didn't care. All she wanted was to escape. From this nightmare, and knowing the truth. The truth that the paper hides in her bag. The truth that may change her life forever.